thank you guys for joining us. My name is Miss Roshni. I'm from UrbanAsian.com, based in the United States. And we have the beautiful Miss Rani Mukerji here talking to us about her latest film. Rani ji, thanks for having us. First off, I just want to say I saw the movie last night. It was wonderful. I smiled, I cried, I smiled, I cried, on and on and on. So I just want to start off by asking you, what made you decide to take on this role?
For me, I think I was a bit shocked to hear about the ordeal that an Indian family suffered outside of India because of cultural differences. I couldn't fathom the fact that somebody could, have problems with an Indian mother feeding their child with the hand, putting kala tikka, sleeping in the same bed. And also it gave rise to all those conversations about how one needs to embrace diversity, one needs to understand cultural differences amongst people from different cultures because they are born and brought up with a certain culture. And it becomes so much more difficult for an Indian citizen or any other citizen from any other world, like an immigrant family, to go and make a home with another country and try and imbibe those values by still sticking by their own as well and still staying connected to her own roots.
Right.
So I think these are conversations that when I heard the story, these are things that really troubled me. And I got very connected to the story of this mother who fought for her children relentlessly for 2 years. She fought with her husband, a country, her own country people, but she finally won the custody of her children because she believed that she wasn't wrong.
Right.
And this journey of a mother is something that I felt that there is a reason why it came to me. And I wanted to raise awareness towards this issue because when I Googled this case at that time, I realized that the Indian media had extensively carried this case in 2011. There was chatter about it in Parliament. There were Indian government talking about it and were involved, but it somehow didn't reach us.
Right. Yeah.
So it was so extensively spoken about. So I realized that there might be so many people like me in the world who don't know about this case.
Exactly.
And about similar cases that are like happening in the world. So I just thought that with a film, that's the only thing that I know as an actor that I can raise awareness through my film. So I thought it was very important that the story be told and very importantly, show the people the journey of this mother, what she would have been through or gone through during that ordeal that she went through of those 2 years.
And I'm so glad you said that because as a NRI here in America, I'm based in Florida. I didn't even know about this case. We don't hear about such cases that happen in India overseas. So for Ashima and Nikhil and everyone on the team for making this story, it's fantastic. My second question is, how did you prepare for this role? Because it is a true story. Did you connect with the real Miss Chatterjee beforehand to understand her?
No, I didn't, because when we started the film, it was in the middle of the pandemic.
Right.
So for all practical reasons, it was not practical to bring her from Calcutta to Bombay. So we didn't want to do that. But for me, being a Bengali, I think I wanted to model Devika's character on my mother because she's the only Bengali I know very closely. Person who has grown up in West Bengal like Devika's character.
Right.
And I wanted to channel her and her emotions through this character because I couldn't put myself in that place, and nor did I want anybody to draw parallels between Sagarika and me.
Right.
What I wanted to channel definitely was the emotion and the emotional graph, but definitely I wanted to make Devika resonate with an audience who's watching her story, connect with her. So I didn't want it to be a caricature of sorts, or I didn't want it to be, trying to emulate somebody when it was not required. What I did was that I made Devika very authentic to this story. So if you see Devika, she speaks in Bengali, she speaks in broken Hindi, broken English, and that's how women are and people are from West Bengal.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because you are Bengali and, you come from a Bengali background and then you're playing a real, a self-Bengali role on screen. So, it's amazing how you've portrayed it on screen. And I'll say one thing, when you were in court, and you said, I don't know if I'm a bad mother or if I'm a good mother, but I just know that I'm a mother. That just, I mean, that was just, it just broke me into tears. So, I just want to ask, like, what do you think about the child welfare services, and do you think they are beneficial?
Of course they are, because it cannot be all skewed, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything can't be corrupt. But when there are agencies like this for the welfare and for the good of the children, then it's a great thing. Because
Right.
in times where parents are abusive or parents are addicts or something, and there is a valid reason where the children need to be taken care of. Of course, the agencies are very, very important and very good. But if somebody misuses that power and misuses
Mhm.
the purity of that welfare agency, then it becomes a very, very big problem.
Yeah,
Because
like here in the
all
United
over
States,
the
we have
world,
government programs for child welfare for if it's domestic violence or
yes,
something major is happening in the house, and obviously they'll come after you and take your children. But as for, Norway going through this, I've heard that there's many pending cases happening in Norway, and then recently one in Germany, a Gujarati family going through the same
yes,
issue.
yes.
So I know, so how can we promote and create awareness on this topic, because this story even touched me. I'm not a mother yet, but I really wanted to talk to you about this because it really touched me when I
I
saw the
think the
trailer.
only way
So,
to create awareness is by making it a huge box office success.
right.
Because when a lot of people watch the film, and that's how you will guarantee it with the box office number, because the box office number is equivalent to the number of people going to
Yeah,
watch the film. So
right.
when a lot of people know about the film, the awareness will be spread.
Exactly.
And the people who make a difference in the law and order, and the people who will make a difference to reuniting children with their parents in those agencies, can only happen when they know that now people are aware of the malpractice.
Right. Exactly.
Yes.
I totally agree. Yeah. And I think we need to tell more stories in our cinema about these true stories so that the audiences get educated so they can start amplifying the message. It doesn't matter if it's in Europe, it could be in the United States, it could be in Canada, anywhere. So, Rani, you've been in the industry for a very long time. And, I just want to say congratulations. I have another question for you. We just recently celebrated Women's International Day a few weeks ago, right? So do you have any message for those women out there that are going through this?
I think I would always say that it's always easier said than felt, because I personally could not put myself in Sagarika's shoes when I did this film, because
Yeah.
it was too difficult scenario, or I would say it was too painful for me to even put myself in her shoes. Because it's a scenario which no parent will want to even accept or even go through in their nightmares.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
the things of what nightmares are all about. And if there are women who are going through this, I would only say that have faith in God, have faith in goodness in the world, have faith in the positivity, have faith in a story like this, because
Mhm.
Sagarika finally was victorious, and she um, won the custody of her children back. And I only can hope and pray that these women find justice. Um, and hopefully, this is a small thing that I have done from my way to make a film like this, to give my voice in a film like this, so that people are aware of this cause. And just I would like to give them a hug and tell them that it's a pain that no woman can take, can fathom. And I hope and pray that these women are okay and they finally are
Get
triumphant
justice.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and are reunited with their children. I just hope and pray for them.
And lastly, I just want to say, I went to school here. I grew up in Florida. I have a lot of friends. I promoted it yesterday on social media, and all my friends are going to go watch it this Friday. A lot of my friends, and one of them actually works for child welfare protection, so in
Oh,
Florida. So yes, and when I showed her the trailer, she said, "I'm going to go watch this," because these are things that people out here don't know about, and these issues are happening in Europe, and we're not aware of it. So I get it. We have to keep spreading the message. And lastly, I want to ask you before you go, any future films? Your fans have been asking me consistently on social media, when are we going to see Rani Mukerji twice a year
Everything
in
depends
cinema?
on this film. Everything depends on this film. If this film is a success, I think it'll give me more power, like it'll
Mhm.
empower me to do something again.
Right.
Because for me it's very important as an artist that people go to the cinemas to watch, you know.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
with this film, if it empowers me, I will quickly do a film.
Awesome. We can't wait to see you. I really can't wait to see you in your next film. I've seen all your films and congratulations on 27 years of success. We hope to see you again.
Thank you.
Bye.